Hi, it's Richie. Today, we are going to dive into 5 unique concepts combining geometric wood cards with resin, the classic river table, playing with bold resin colors, using transparent resin to highlight the wood, and finishing it all off with a waterfall edge. If you are looking for a sleek modern look or a bold artistic statement, these design concepts will push your creativity to the next level. Let's dive in. Our first design idea involves combining geometric wood cuts with epoxy resin. This design style brings a more modern and edgy aesthetic to your coffee table, providing a contrast to the natural curves and organic shapes typically seen in wood. Start by selecting your wood slab. A hardwood slab like walnut or oak works greatly for its durability and grain. The key here is to plan out your geometric design before making any cuts. You can sketch a pattern directly onto the wood or use a digital design tool for a more precise measurement. Consider shapes like triangles, hexagons, or even asymmetrical cuts that play with depth and perspective. The goal is to introduce a striking contrast between the clean lines of the geometric cut and the natural grain of the wood. Once your design is planned, use a jigsaw or bandsaw to make the cuts. Make sure each piece is sanded smooth as you want the resin to fill the gaps seamlessly. For a truly modern look, leave the edges sharp and angular, but you can also sand them for a softer, more polished appearance. Now, it's time to choose your resin. For a geometric design, it is recommended using metallic pigment or solid bold colors that contrast the natural wood. The sharp lines created by the cut will emphasize the contrast between the wood and resin, giving the table a dynamic modern feel. When pouring the resin, work in stages to avoid bubbles. Use a heat gun to pop any air pockets that form during the pour. After resin has set, you'll be left with a seamless blend of wood and vibrant resin that feels both natural and futuristic. Sand down the entire surface and apply a clear resin top coat for a smooth glass-like finish. This will enhance the colors in the resin and protect the wood. Now comes the fun part, choosing the color for your resin river. You can opt for transparent tinted resin to create the effect of water, or go bold with deep blues, greens, or even metallic pigments. Adding makeup powder can give the resin a shimmering effect, making it look like the river is glistening in the light. When pouring, make sure the table is level so that the resin fills the space evenly. Use a torch or heat gun to eliminate bubbles and get a smooth finish. Once the resin has cured, you will want to sand down the table and finish it with a protective top coat. A high gloss finish works great for river tables as it enhances the visual depth of the resin. The second design we are going to look at is a classic, the river table. This design has become a staple in the epoxy resin world, combining natural live edge wood with flowing resin to create the effects of a river running through the table. For a classic river table, it's all about finding the right live edge wood slab. The natural organic edges of the slab will create the banks of your resin river. Walnuts, oak, and maple are popular choices, but any hardwood with a striking grain will work beautifully. The beauty of the river table lies in the organic flow of the resin between two live edge slabs. Place the slabs with the live edges facing each other, leaving a gap in between. This gap will be filled with resin, creating the illusion of a flowing river. You can customize the river by adjusting the size of the gap. A wider gap creates a more dramatic effect, while a narrower one gives a more subtle look. Now comes the fun part, choosing the color for your resin river. You can opt for transparent tinted resin to create the effect of water, or go bold with deep blues, greens, or even metallic pigments. Adding makeup powder can give the resin a shimmering effect, making it look like the river is glistening in the light. When pouring, make sure the table is level so that the resin fills the space evenly. Use a torch or heat gun to eliminate bubbles and get a smooth finish. Once the resin has cured, you will want to sand down the table and finish it with a protective top coat. A high gloss finish works great for river tables as it enhances the visual depth of the resin. Now, let's dive into using bold resin colors. If you are looking to make a statement, this is the way to go. Whether you are working with vivid blues, electric purples, or deep metallic hues, playing with color can transform your coffee table into an eye-catching focal point. When it comes to color, don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone. Bright, bold colors can contrast beautifully with the natural tones of wood. Some popular choices for bold resin colors include cobalt blue, deep ruby, emerald green, and metallic gold. You can even mix multiple colors in a single pour for a swirling marble effect. By adding layers of color, you will create dent within the resin, making the table look dynamic from any angle. There are several techniques for pouring resin to achieve different effects. For a solid block of color, simply mix your pigment into the resin and pour evenly across the table. If you want to create a marble look, pour the resin in stages, swirling the colors together with a stick. A more advanced technique is the dirty pour, where you mix multiple colors in one container and pour them all at once. This creates organic swirling patterns that are unpredictable but always stunning. Bold resin colors work best when paired with lighter wood such as maple or birch, where the contrast really pops. However, dark woods like walnut can also create a rich dramatic look, especially when combined with metallic pigments. Make sure the resin and wood blend seamlessly by sanding the surface smooth and applying a clear coat. Our fourth design idea involves using transparent resin to showcase the natural beauty of wood. This is a more subtle approach compared to bold colors, but it creates a refined, elegant look that emphasizes the grain and texture of the wood. When working with transparent resin, you want the wood to be the star of the show. Choose a slab with a lot of character, something with a unique grain pattern, knot, or even small imperfections. Transparent resin allows these natural features to shine through, turning what might be considered flaws into focal points. The key to using clear resin is to make sure the surface is free of dust and debris, as these can get trapped and become highly visible in the final product. Pour the resin slowly to avoid creating bubbles and use a heat gun to eliminate any that do form. Transparent resin can be used to fill cracks, voids, or even larger sections of the table. It creates a seamless glass-like finish that highlights the natural wood without overshadowing it. Once the resin has cured, sand the surface to a high gloss. You want the resin to be perfectly clear and smooth, enhancing the wood's natural texture and pattern. Last but not least, let's talk about creating a waterfall edge. This design idea involves continuing the wood and resin down the sides of the table, giving the illusion that the material is flowing over the edge like a waterfall. To achieve the waterfall effect, you will need to carefully plan the cuts. The idea is to have the wood and resin from the tabletop flow seamlessly over one or more edges. This effect works best with live edge wood, where the organic shape of the wood can be mirrored in the resin pour. If you are using geometric cuts, you can extend the angles over the edge for a more modern look. For the resin pour, you need to create a mold that wraps around the side of the table. This allows the resin to flow evenly over the edge. Pour the resin slowly, letting it cascade naturally to create the waterfall effect. You can use the same color for both the top and the edge or change it for a two-tone effect. Once the resin has cured, remove the mold and sand down any rough edges. Apply a final clear coat to the entire table for a smooth polished finish. The waterfall edge adds a dramatic flair to your coffee table, making it a true conversation piece. Alright, consider subscribing to the channel for more videos like this.